Welcome to part 10 of Harmony at Dissonance. I believe I got lost in this episode, so yeah. Meet the Gorgon. They behave like they did in Symphony of the Night and Circle of the Moon. They even still have their petrification breath. Alright, let's see where I can go next from here because this map is confusing. Like, legit, honestly, this is one of the most confusing Castlevania maps of all time. And it's not even really because there are two castles. Well, part of it. It's really more so, what do you do next after you get this certain item? And also, why is this certain item behind a wall that looks like, you know, an actual wall, but it's really not? At least in Circle of the Moon, you can break the walls. Here, you just slide through them, and it's like, you're going through the wall. But that's besides the point. We're not at that part yet. We are not at that part yet. Alright, seems like we're on the right path. We just need to keep going down and to the left. That will take us to the A version of the Luminous Caverns, goddamn. Cavernous Lumina? That will be the dyslexic version of the Luminous Caverns, but who's judging? Certainly me, so we just keep our asses going. We got new enemy types, or rather recolors. The Master Lizards. More specters, of course. But the Master Lizards are the most dangerous lizard men. They can block, and they do a ton of damage. The Master Lizard's death animation is pretty cool though, compared to the others. They blow up, but they continue to hobble towards you as if to make one last desperate attempt to attack you. With my dying breath, I spit at thee. What is this bone pillar doing here? It's a massive tower, holy shit. Well, that's that. Oh, the poison lizards are back. I actually hate these guys the most because, well, they poison you. And they too can dish out a ton of damage. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Don't want them to sneeze on you, disgusting bastards. Okay, we got a level up, and we got a heart pickup. That's 2 dramatic Castlevania poses for the price of 1. We got a portable closet. What? Alright, Juice is just hauling a big ass closet on his back. I need more space for my red coats and my white wigs. I gotta look stylish while killing Dracula. And while we're on the subject, why exactly does Juice have white hair like Alucard does? Other than the same character designer and artist from Symphony of the Night, that's besides the point. There has to be an actual explanation as to why the white hair. Could it be a Belnades thing, since he's part Belnades? But then again, Sypha had blonde hair, so that really doesn't check out. In fact, nothing checks out. It's really just the artist was really adept at making men with white hair, and they look gorgeous. I mean, Alucard looks gorgeous, Selma Cruz looks gorgeous, and Juice looks gorgeous too. Can't blame her. We just picked up some plate armor, which greatly increases our defense, but lowers our intelligence by 2 points. I'm going to equip that because the enemies in this area hit hard. Oh geez, talk about a flashbang going off. What's going on with the lighting? Oh, it's just the merchant. So we meet again. Glad to see you looking well. What can I do for you? Wait a minute. Something just came to mind. I don't think we've ever seen the merchant again after this point. Does he even get out of the castle? Now I'm really curious. This guy is not a ghost or the librarian from Symphony of the Night or a figment of the castle. He is an actual human, so I wonder if we just killed a man. Man, these Castlevania games, I tell you, they can get wild. Anyway, we're gonna get more high potions and potions. You're going to need them for the next few bosses, in the next few areas, and especially the final boss himself. Even though the final boss is relatively easy, he can still hurt. And you also have to worry about the lack of iframes whenever Juice gets hit. That becomes a factor. In fact, I think some of the enemies will actually exploit that. So I've done a little bit of research as to why Harmony of Dissonance sounds the way it does, and yeah, it's true. The graphics are to blame for this. In fact, the processing power for the graphics and the controls were so great, there was just barely enough left for the music. So outside of 2 tracks, which has sampled orchestral instruments, the rest of HOD's soundtrack is, well, in a GBC style, the Game Boy Color, or maybe even just the original Game Boy in some cases. And even the actual orchestral songs that are in this game, they are very muddled and compressed sounding, so still doesn't sound that great overall. Now I will admit, before this playthrough, I absolutely despised the soundtrack. HOD is very weak, but over the course of the playthrough itself, it has grown on me. But it's still a very, very weak OST compared to every other Castlevania game. Outside of Successor of Fate and Aqueduct of Dragons, why is that so hard to say? The overall package is just kind of bleh. And I'm trying to like the soundtrack, I really do. I love parts of it, it's just everything else is bad. I do like the graphics though. The graphics are A-. I don't like how it's bright though, but everything else is pretty good. Next game though, next game. Aria of Sorrow is just the perfect Castlevania game on GBA, I'm telling you. Honestly, can't wait to get to that one. I will say the roughest part of Castlevania is over after this playthrough. Everything else, including Aria of Sorrow, is pretty good. Though I'm not sure about Order of Ecclesia. It's been a while since I played it, but I remember that game being good too. Aria and Dawn of Sorrow are great. Portrait of Ruin's just fantastic. Love that game. And yeah, it's all uphill from here. Ow, freaking Donkey Kong. Time to put more crap in here. Juice, you better not be touching my fine china. And look at all this stuff. You got a clock, a chandelier, a weird painting with a black hole in it, a bed, which you can't lay down in. There's the closet. Yeah, Juice was just carrying that bitch. Oh my god. I can't begin to tell you how strange the room mechanic is in this game because it's not like you use it as the central hub. And it's also located in the most out-of-the-way corner of the castle possible, so why is it even a factor? Hell, most players don't remember there was a personal quarters in this game. So, I don't know, it's just kind of a useless feature, to be honest. It's like, I can't sit my ass in the bed, I can't lay on the chair, I can't eat dinner on the floor, like, what is this crap? I can't even put my red coats and wigs in the damn closet. Ugh, despicable. Such a war crime against fashion. Okay, yeah, this is where I actually tried to look for a save point so I can save, but could not for a while, so I'm just kind of bumbling around here. Also exploring my environments too, just to see what's up. The A castle side of this area, it's not that bad, to be honest. It's really more so these box puzzles that I will show off in the next part that are kind of irksome, but we'll get to that eventually. Yeah, like this background with the skeleton does look really good for Game Boy. Though it doesn't animate, it's still very pretty back there. Okay, we got a lightning robe, just doesn't really do much at this point in the game. Oh, we got an Arthro skeleton, even though it still looks very spider-like, arachnoid, but whatever. We got a bookshelf. Juiced. Seriously, you got a house, you got a home. Take the shit home. Why are you putting it in this room in a castle that you're gonna blow up eventually? Surely Maxim and Liddy will help you carry this stuff home. Why are you just wasting it in this one room? No matter. I can't begin to understand what Maxim is thinking. Wait, Maxim? I meant Juiced. But then again, nobody understands what Maxim is thinking. He's insane. The Wind Blast is pretty good against the skeleton spiders. It just knocks them back, and it also hits them twice on the rebound. Just like that, it just turns them into mincemeat. Which is kind of an oxymoron because skeletons don't have meat. At least these guys don't. And we got a high potion, and let's see what's behind this wall before we end the vid. What the f- I'll see you guys in part 11 of Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. If you guys like the video and want to see me bumble around in this castle some more, you guys know what to hit. I don't know. Freaking phonograph!